Hi guys, Zach here and welcome back to Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I played a 4v4 match on the map Super Bridgehead. I'm starting in the top right position, playing as the Allies. So for this map there's lots of ore and gem patches around the map, so it's quite good in terms of that in ore availability. And it's sort of like split into top and bottom. I'm starting right at the back, so I can either help the teams to the left or the team right below me. So I'm just sending some infantry out first of all, just to go downwards. I'm probably going to try and send them over the bridge, maybe. We'll have to see. And I'm just getting my first ore refinery out now. I'm going to build a silo because I'm collecting gems, and then I'm going to get a double war factory out. And we can see that that bridge is blocked. So what I might try and do is I might try to go to the opposite side, to orange. There's a little path to the left, so I might try and go down there and see if I can get through that route. And I could do some damage to the team in the bottom right, potentially. So yeah, I'm just sending my infantry there. I've got my war factory now to deploy. So I'll just put that down, get a second war factory down. And yeah, oops, I've lost a few soldiers there. I'm going to get a couple of ore trucks out first of all, just to build a really strong economy. I do have that luxury because I am a bit further back. And once I've built that strong economy, I can then start sending a good supply of tanks down to help my teammates at the front of the field. And you can see we just expanded to the back part of the base, right up to the top, because there's another ore and gem patch there. And you can see Cyan getting some visibility, unfortunately, on my base. I was a bit careless with that. He's managed to sneak in somewhere. And one thing I need to be careful of is I need to make sure the ore trucks do go to the bottom ore patch. So yeah, I did make a favourite that one first. Now I'm favouriting the one further up. And I'm going to get a second ore refinery now up on that second ore patch. And I'm going to try and take these infantry down into closer to Cyan's base. And now that I've got another ore refinery there, I'm going to be getting my third war factory. And once I built my third war factory, I am going to have to start building some more ore harvesters, just so that I can actually use the increased building speed bonus. And we can see some Cyan infantry there next to Orange's base. I'm surprised they didn't try and destroy the power plant, but now we're going to try and go out. We can see that Cyan is in a fight with Orange, and also Pink is there also. So I'm going to send some tanks down and get involved in that fight. And now we've got that third war factory, so I'm just going to cancel those and start building medium tanks after I built 2 harvesters, just so I can use that increased building speed. But you can see now Cyan has lost some of his major buildings, and now we're going to go for that war factory. And because any buildings he loses now, he's lost his construction yard, so he won't be able to replace them. And you can see Orange with quite a number of light tanks there, and it looks like this is going to be a good game for Cyan. He's also got a ore refinery, which will be good to take out because he's still got a barracks, so he'll still be able to produce units. We just have to be careful that we don't lose too much, and their army doesn't become too big, because then it could get us on a counter-attack. So that's why I'm trying to destroy the tanks at the moment. We're fighting light tanks from Pink and heavy tanks from Cyan. But you can see all his buildings pretty much now are destroyed, and I'm just going to have to be a little bit careful. And I can sort of like go to the left of the map now to fight. We can see that purple and green are having a little bit of a fight there, and we can see that red and blue, but red's going to my base, and I'm going to have to go back to my base. You can see my construction yard is being destroyed, so I'm going to need to defend against that. Red's went straight up through blue's base, and now I'm losing some of my buildings, so it's just about can I defend against this? Can I save some war factories so I can still keep on producing tanks? We'll have to wait and find out. You can see Red sending some more tanks in, getting reinforcements probably from his main base, and one of those war factories is definitely going to go down. You can also see Blue sending a construction yard to my base. I don't know why he's sending it at the moment, because my base isn't the safest place to be right at this moment. And you can see my second war factory goes down. And you can see those medium tanks now seem to be going out of my base. And I wonder, because I've still got a war factory left, I think because I've got a war factory right at the top, I think it's not in his map vision. So what he's doing is he's leaving my base now. He thinks that he's destroyed all my war factories, but I do have that. Well, I had that third war factory, which is now my only war factory, right at the top of the map. And because it was like probably out of view for Red, he's going back now thinking its job's done. And anything that I have now is going to be... anything I lose now, I'm not going to be able to replace, but that's not true. I'm also getting some infantry from the barracks. Now, what we're going to have a look at is what happened between green and purple. So this was the video game and Dawn. So the video game is our player playing as the green, and we've got purple who's Dawn. And we'll see how this goes. Now, we can see what Gerben did at the start. He sent his red tanks into blue's base, and you can see blue there not really having much to defend. He's building a naval yard, which is never a good sign. But now we can see the video game, he's like trying to signal to blue just that there's tanks there. But the video game cannot help because he's got Dawn right below him, and he knows if he sends tanks over, those purple tanks will steamroll into his base. And you can see now Gerben going for the attack on Blue's ore refinery. But now there's an attack between the video game and Dawn. Let's see how this goes. We can see that the video game has opted for light tanks, whereas Dawn has gone for the medium tanks. And now those medium tanks taking down one of those ore refineries. There's another ore refinery behind it. The question is, can the video game hold? Can he save his buildings? Because that other ore refinery looks like it's quite low. And we can see now Blue starting to build some naval units, some destroyers, which is not a good idea on this map, really. And now that construction yard, it looks like it's going to go down. There's too many medium tanks there, and the video game cannot take out all those medium tanks. And now he's going for the power because he knows if he puts him low on power, that's going to slow the building speed down. And now going for the ore refineries. That's one ore refinery that looks like it's going to go down. And now the second one. You can see that green tank mass so is starting to build up. So will he be able to save this final ore refinery? It looks like it's going to be close, but I think it's just going to go down. And it does, and that was so close. He just needed a couple more seconds, and then he would have been able to destroy those medium tanks. But now the video game has the tank mass, and now he can go on the counter. And you can see purple Dawn trying to take that medium tank through, but getting fired down by those destroyers. So those destroyers have actually done some damage. And now one of those war factories going down. That's going to slow purple's Dawn's building speed. And now he's going for that ore refinery, and there's another war factory there they could go for, and the barracks to the side. I guess he could go for the construction yard because that will stop him building any more further war factories. And now if he goes for the barracks, that'll cancel all the units. And what I do now is I just destroy those 3 tanks because he can't replace them, which he seems to be doing. And now that looks like Dawn is out of the game. And now you can see me starting to go into the base. So this is sort of where we left off. So yeah, you can see me going down here. You can see Gerben on the retreat, and the video game just finishing off some of Purple's last construction buildings. And now we're going to go and just follow Gerben down. We're going to have the video game with his light tanks. The problem is, these light tanks, once they're lost because he lost his ore refinery. So he's not going to be able to replace any of these because he's not going to have the funds. So now we're in a fight with Gerben. You can see he's got quite a few medium tanks there. And that might be a little bit of a problem for me because I've only got 1 war factory left. So it's going to have a bit of a reduced building speed. We do have Henfer though in the right of the map. And let's see what we can do here. It doesn't look like it's going too badly. It looks like we're sort of even at the moment. Or I might actually have the upper hand, actually. So it's looking rather good. And now I think Gerben's going to have to retreat from this because he is losing more tanks than he's killing. And we're going to be able to push into his base. The question is it going to be enough? Or is he going to be able to push us back? And we can see also Pink there. We'll have to see what type of army he has and if he has any units. It looks like Green is taking out Pink's base, but Green only has limited light tanks left. We still have Blue in the game, but I don't know if he's going to be building any units or tanks. But we can see Henfer is still in the game as well, playing as Orange. And it looks like he's got some light tanks over, and he should be in a much better situation probably than the rest of us. Yeah, it looks like Blue's got some medium tanks there, which he'll be able to use in a bit. And now we're going to be going down and attacking red. We can see red with those medium tanks, but we've got the better tank mass, especially with Henfer helping with his light tanks and medium tanks, which he's using to reinforce. And yeah, I think this is pretty much going to be a good game, because there's no way Gerben's going to be able to defend light from this. We've got too big of a tank mass, and I'm still getting supplied with tanks from my single war factory, which he didn't anticipate because he thought he destroyed all my war factories there. And that's Gerben out of the game, and it's just purple now, who's just got a few buildings left, but yeah, now he's sold up. So that is officially good game. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.